You've probably walked past cloves in your spice rack 100 times. But did you know these tiny buds might hold the key to stronger bones, sharper memory, and better digestion after 45? The next few minutes, you'll discover 15 surprising benefits of eating just 2 cloves a day, and why your body might thank you for life. Imagine this: you wake up on a chilly morning, the sunlight barely peeking through your window. You reach for your warm robe, but something doesn't feel right. Maybe a slight chill, a sniffle, that familiar sensation like your body's just a little off. For most people over 45, immune response starts to change. Might find yourself catching colds a little more often, or taking longer to bounce back from even the smallest bug. But what if something as small as 2 cloves could give your immune system the gentle push it needs? Cloves are packed with vitamin C and a powerful compound called eugenol. Think of these as the natural guards standing at the gates of your immune fortress. They help stimulate white blood cell production, your body's built-in army against infection. Every day, your body fights off invisible threats or borne bacteria. Viruses from public transport, or even that handshake you didn't think twice about. Now picture this. You've built a habit of dropping 2 cloves into your morning tea or chewing them gently after breakfast. It's small, simple, but over time, you begin to notice you're not getting knocked out by every seasonal bug. Your recovery time shortens. Your energy stays up even when others around you are down with the flu. And if you do feel under the weather, your immune system isn't starting from scratch. It's primed. It's ready. But remember, cloves are a support, not a miracle. If you're dealing with chronic immune conditions or taking immunosuppressants, talk to your healthcare provider before changing anything. Your health is personal, and what works for one might not work for all. But for many, 2 cloves a day might just be the quiet shield your body's been waiting for. And no, this isn't folklore, it's ancient wisdom now supported by modern understanding. No fluff, no hype, just a tiny spice with a big purpose. Let us be honest, there is nothing more embarrassing than leaning in to talk to someone and noticing them subtly pull back. Add breath. It's one of those things no one talks about, but everyone notices. And after 45, your mouth changes. Saliva production decreases, gum health becomes more fragile, and even your sense of taste may shift. You brush, floss, maybe even rinse, but still, you get that lingering odor. Here's where cloves quietly step in. This spice isn't just fragranted S, a natural antiseptic that fights the bacteria responsible for bad breath, gum infections, and even minor tooth pain. Imagine this scene. You're about to go out for a family dinner or a meet-up with old friends. You pop 2 cloves in your mouth, bite down gently to release their oils, and let them sit under your tongue. Within minutes, your mouth feels fresher and, more importantly, clean. The confidence you carry, it shows. No more anxiety about close conversations or whispers in a quiet room. And for those with dentures or gum sensitivity, clove oil used carefully and diluted can soothe irritation naturally. But here's the realistic part. Cloves won't replace your toothbrush. They're not a dental treatment. You still need checkups, flossing, and brushing, but they can be a powerful daily sidekick. And if you're already dealing with gum disease or tooth decay, cloves can offer relief, but don't skip the dentist. Combine modern care with ancient tools, and you might find a natural balance that keeps you smiling confidently at any age. Remember, what goes in your mouth says a lot about your overall health, and with cloves, you're not just freshening your breath, you're taking charge of your well-being, one day at a time. Picture this: it's early morning. Now the birds are chirping, the sun is rising, and you're trying to get out of bed. Yeah, but your knees ache, your fingers feel stiff, your back resists the stretch you used to do so easily. For anyone over 45, this isn't just another morning, it's a daily reminder that joints age. Inflammation builds, cartilage wears down, and suddenly, the activities you once enjoyed, gardening, walking, even tying shoelaces, become uncomfortable. But what if your daily spice rack held something that could help ease that journey? Cloves, known for their warmth and scent, are also known for their anti-inflammatory properties, especially from their star compound eugenol. This isn't a sales pitch. It's about comfort. It's about mobility. Chewing 2 cloves a day or steeping them in a warm tea may gradually help your body respond better to inflammatory triggers. It's not going to give you a new knee, won't replace physical therapy or medications your doctor prescribes, but it may offer natural, low-risk support. Many people report feeling a slight reduction in stiffness after consistent use. Not overnight, not magically, but slowly, steadily. And if you're already managing arthritis or joint conditions, think of Cloves as part of your support team, not the star player, but the reliable bench strength that helps you get through the day. Pair it with gentle stretching, hydration, and healthy movement, and you may find your mornings get a bit easier. So, next time you feel the pull of age in your joints, don't just reach for a painkiller, reach for your spice jar, and let Cloves quietly back you up. Just be sure to keep your doctor in the loop. Because aging well isn't about shortcuts, it's about daily choices made wisely. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or struggled to recall the name of someone you just met, Evan, though it S on the tip of your tongue? If you're over 45, these moments can become more common, and while they're usually normal, they're also frustrating. Our brains, like our bodies, go through changes. Neurons fire more slowly, recall slows down, and multitasking gets harder. What if a simple daily habit could support clearer thinking? Cloves, though often overlooked, are packed with antioxidants, natural defenders that protect your brain cells from damage. Eugenol again shows up as the hero. It's been observed in early research to support cognitive function, not by making you a genius overnight, but by reducing oxidative stress that wears on the brain over time. Imagine starting your day with a warm clove-infused drink, or ending it with a chew of these aromatic buds. You're not just consuming a spice. You're offering your brain a little daily dose of defense. And here's the thing, this isn't about reversing memory loss. If you're noticing serious cognitive changes, always talk to a medical professional. If you're simply looking for ways to stay sharp, focused, and mentally clear in your 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, Cloves can be a flavorful natural addition to your strategy. Pair it with mental stimulation, reading, puzzles, conversations, and you might just find your recall sharpening, your fog lifting, and your confidence returning. This isn't artificial hype. It's about real people making real changes in small but powerful ways. Because memory isn't just about remembering facts, it's about remembering who we are. And Cloves, they're here to help. You've just had lunch. It was delicious. Maybe a bit more rice or bread than you meant to have. 30 minutes later, you feel it. That sudden dip in energy, a little bit of dizziness, maybe some irritability or brain fog. If you're over 45, you're probably familiar with the roller coaster of blood sugar levels. And if you've been diagnosed with prediabetes or are actively managing type 2 diabetes, every meal becomes a calculation. You're careful, but sometimes you wish there was something natural that could help support your efforts. Enter Cloves. Though tiny, these buds have shown potential to help regulate post-meal glucose levels by improving insulin sensitivity. No, they don't replace medication. They're not a miracle cure. But imagine sprinkling ground clove into your smoothie, or steeping 2 whole cloves in warm water and sipping it slowly after a meal. Over time, some people report more stable energy, fewer crashes, and a greater sense of control. And if you're someone who checks your sugar daily, you may start to see gentler fluctuations. But let's be clear. Cloves are support, not a solution. If you're managing diabetes, your doctor is your best ally. But natural additions like Cloves, when used responsibly and consistently, can become part of your broader wellness toolkit. They bring flavor, warmth, and ancient wisdom to your table, reminding you that health doesn't always come in pills. Sometimes it comes in spices. And when used wisely, Cloves may help keep your sugar balanced, your energy steady, and your focus sharp. It all with just 2 tiny buds a day. You finish a hearty meal, maybe a home-cooked favorite, or a small indulgence at a family gathering, and suddenly, your stomach feels like a balloon. There's that tightness, that uncomfortable fullness, maybe even a little pressure under your ribs. Sound familiar? After 45, our digestive system slows down. Stomach acid production drops, enzyme activity reduces, and bloating becomes a regular if unwelcome guest. But Cloves. Cloves are nature's tiny digestive wizards. With just 2 cloves a day, you might notice something incredible happening in your gut. These little buds stimulate the secretion of digestive enzymes that help break down food efficiently. They don't just sit there doing nothing. They're active participants in the digestion process, supporting your body as it tackles everything from proteins to fats. Imagine sipping warm clove tea after a heavy dinner, or chewing one clove slowly after lunch. It doesn't mask the discomfort. It supports the root function. For many over 50, that can be life-changing. Less bloating, less gas, less feeling like you need to lie down after every meal. And here's a smart tip: if you experience acid reflux or heartburn regularly, use cloves mindfully. Start with small amounts and observe your body. They're potent and helpful for many, but every gut is unique. Always pair new habits with self-awareness. And if you're facing chronic indigestion or unexplained pain, talk to your doctor first. But for everyday digestive discomfort, 2 cloves might be the smallest, most effective tool in your daily health kit. No fuss. No bloated aftermath, just natural relief and calm after every meal. Close your eyes and imagine this: a silent, tireless machine inside your body, working every second of every day. It filters toxins, processes nutrients, balances hormones, and stores energy. That's your liver. And after age 45, it starts to feel the pressure decades of medications. Processed food, stress, maybe even a little too much alcohol or sugar. Now think of your liver as your home's air filter. What happens when you never clean or support it? Things back up. Efficiency drops. That's why adding something as simple as 2 cloves a day can be a smart, subtle way to support your liver's health. Packed with antioxidants, cloves help reduce oxidative stress, a major factor in liver strain. Eugenol again steps up to act like a gentle cleaner for your internal engine. This doesn't detox your body in a gimmicky way; your liver already does that. But cloves may help support its function, protect it from free radical damage, and allow it to operate more smoothly, especially in aging adults. Whether you enjoy them in morning tea or mix clove powder into oatmeal or soups, this small habit could mean a lot over time. And here's a visual: your liver working quietly, processing the food you just ate. Managing blood sugar, filtering yesterday's meds, all with the gentle support of this ancient spice. But don't mistake this for a free pass to ignore liver issues. If you have fatty liver disease, hepatitis, or liver enzyme concerns, always consult your doctor. Cloves are a helper, not a cure. They offer backup support, not a replacement. But in a world full of toxins, pollution, and processed everything, even your liver deserves a daily ally. Picture a day out in public: a crowded bus, a sneeze in the grocery aisle, handling cash at a market, or touching a doorknob before rubbing your eyes. We come in contact with invisible microbes constantly. And while many are harmless, others, especially bacteria, can lead to infections that hit harder as we age. Our immune system isn't as fast as it was at 20, and the body needs a little more help fending off invaders. This is where cloves quietly shine. These tiny brown buds are rich in a powerful compound called eugenol, known for its antibacterial properties. Not only does it help reduce the bacterial load in your mouth and digestive tract, but it may also support your body's overall defense against certain microbes that cause common infections. Now, let's make this real. You feel a sore throat coming on? Instead of rushing for sugar-packed lozenges, you chew on 1 clove slowly, letting the oils coat your throat. It feels warm, spicy, and somehow soothing. It may not cure the infection, but it gives your body an edge. It's a spice with a purpose, one that supports your daily fight against germs you never see coming. Want to take it up a notch? Add cloves to your soups, stews, or teas? Every bite becomes more than just flavor; it's protection. But remember, cloves are not antibiotics. If you're seriously ill or fighting a persistent infection, don't skip the doctor. They're your #1 defense. But cloves are your quiet partner, always ready to back you up. And when you're over 50, that kind of natural support is exactly the kind of thing you want in your corner. You bend down to tie your shoe and suddenly there's a sharp ache in your knee or a twinge in your hip. You brush it off, but the truth is, after 50, your bones aren't what they used to be. Bone density drops, especially for women post-menopause, and even men face a decline. Osteoporosis sneaks in slowly. One fall, one awkward step, and things can go from stable to serious. But here's something you might not know: cloves are surprisingly rich in manganese, a mineral essential for maintaining bone strength and supporting the enzymes that build bone tissue. Just 2 cloves a day could gently supplement this process, offering a little help from nature for your skeletal system. Picture it: you're out gardening, lifting a bag of soil, or dancing at your granddaughter's birthday. Your bones carry you with ease. It's not just exercise or calcium, it's daily support from the inside out. Now let's be honest. Cloves alone won't prevent fractures or reverse bone loss. But they're a smart addition to a lifestyle that includes movement, sunlight, and healthy food. Think of them as part of your bone insurance plan. And if you already take bone-strengthening medications or calcium supplements, talk to your doctor about adding cloves to your diet. It's not just about being upright, it's about moving confidently, freely, and safely. Your bones are your structure, don't let them down. Let cloves help hold you up. Take a deep breath in, and now imagine if you couldn't. For millions over 45, especially those with a history of allergies, asthma, or seasonal congestion, breathing isn't always easy. It's labored, it's noisy, sometimes it's downright scary. And with age, lung capacity declines, inflammation increases, and recovery from even a common cold can feel like a mountain. That's why cloves may be one of the simplest tools you're not yet using. Thanks to their natural anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, cloves can help soothe inflamed airways and support the body's response to respiratory irritation. Imagine making a warm clove and ginger tea during the winter months, steam rising. The aroma calming, your sinuses slowly opening. That's not fiction. It's centuries of tradition now being appreciated by science. If you have mild bronchial irritation or feel a cold creeping in, cloves may help reduce throat discomfort and open nasal passages, giving you that breath of relief. But here's the big message. Cloves are supportive, not therapeutic. If you live with asthma, COPD, or any chronic lung condition, always follow your prescribed treatment plan. But why not complement that care with something natural, soothing, and aromatic? When used responsibly, cloves might help you breathe easier, sleep better, and recover faster. So next time you're wheezing or coughing, don't just reach for the menthol rub. Let cloves do their quiet work, helping you breathe, helping you rest, helping you heal. After all, breathing is life, and 2 little cloves might just help you enjoy more of it. You're sitting down to enjoy your favorite meal, a spicy curry, maybe a tangy soup. When halfway through, you feel it. That burning sensation in your upper stomach, a dull ache that spreads across your chest. You push the plate away. Sip water, shift in your seat, but it lingers. For many over 50, stomach ulcers become a quiet battle. They don't always shout. Sometimes it's a whisper of discomfort after meals, a nausea that doesn't make sense, or a strange fullness that kills your appetite. Ulcers form when the protective lining of the stomach gets worn down, often by too much acid, certain bacteria, or long-term use of painkillers. But guess what? Cloves might offer some gentle support. Air compounds, especially eugenol, and flavonoids, may help promote mucus production and protect the stomach wall. Think of it as a soft layer of defense, a buffer between your food and your fragile stomach lining. Imagine brewing 2 cloves into a warm tea, sipping it slowly before a meal. It's soothing, it's comforting. It's not a cure, but it might help calm the internal storm. And if you're already dealing with ulcers, cloves may reduce some discomfort, but always consult your doctor. These tiny buds work best as allies, not heroes. Never skip prescribed treatments or ignore persistent symptoms. But when used wisely, cloves might help your stomach find its peace again. For those tired of that burn, tired of that twist in their gut to cloves, a day might be the most peaceful ritual you've ever tried. It starts as a scratch in your throat. By evening, your chest feels heavy. By morning, you're coughing dry, persistent, exhausting. You're not sick enough for bed, but you're far from your best. If you're over 45, especially with past respiratory infections or sensitivities, even a mild cold can hit you harder, linger longer, and leave you drained. This is where cloves step in like a warm, fragrant remedy. Their anti-inflammatory properties can help reduce swelling in your respiratory tract. While the antibacterial compounds may assist your body in fighting minor infections, picture this. You crush a couple of cloves, mix them with honey and warm water, sip that soothing drink as the steam rises. Your throat relaxes. Your breath deepens. It's not just relief, it's recovery. And for people with asthma or bronchitis, always follow your prescribed medication. The cloves can be a beautiful, supportive addition, not as a replacement, but as a way to comfort and calm irritated airwaves during flare-ups. Use them in tea, soups, or just let the oils work through inhalation.
Wow.
Breathe in their warmth. Feel the comfort spread. You may not cure your cold with cloves, but you just might shorten its stay. And in the second half of life, that kind of small victory can feel like a big win. Imagine this. It's late. Your dentist is closed. You've got a throbbing pain in your tooth that won't let you sleep. The kind of deep, pulsing ache that crawls into your jaw and won't stop. If you've ever had dental pain, you know it's not just physical. It hijacks your mood, your concentration, even your sleep. But guess what might be in your spice rack that can help? Cloves. For centuries, people have used clove oil and whole cloves as a natural pain remedy, especially for toothaches. And it works, eugenol. The compound we keep coming back to acts as a mild anesthetic and anti-inflammatory. Just gently biting down on a clove and holding it near the affected tooth can offer relief that kicks in fast. Not just numbing the pain, but reducing the swelling that often causes it. And it's not limited to teeth. Mild joint pain, minor muscle cramps, and headaches may also respond to cloves' warming. Soothing nature when consumed, or even used topically as a diluted oil. But remember, cloves are not a substitute for dental care or physical therapy. If pain persists, don't delay getting proper treatment. What they are is a natural option for those moments when you need quick, gentle relief without reaching for the pill bottle. So next time pain creeps in, don't panic. You've got a remedy in your kitchen drawer, ready to step in. You look in the mirror and see something you didn't notice 10 years ago. A few more lines, maybe some uneven tone, maybe dullness where there used to be glow. And it's not vanity, it's life. Pollution, stress, sun damage, and even the food we eat affect our skin. But what if you could nourish your skin from the inside out with something as simple as 2 cloves a day? These tiny spice buds are rich in antioxidants that help protect your cells from oxidative stress, the main culprit behind premature aging. Cloves may help fight the internal damage that shows up externally: fine lines, tired-looking skin, and inflammation.
Ow.
Over time, that internal defense starts to reflect on the outside. Think of it like this. Every time you consume cloves, you're gently clearing the fog off the mirror of your skin. And for those struggling with occasional breakouts or skin irritation, cloves' antibacterial properties may help balance your gut and skin connection. You can even make a diluted clove oil facial rinse to refresh tired skin. But don't toss your skincare routine just yet. This isn't a miracle globe. This is long-game wellness. Your skin is your body's outer voice, and cloves might just help it whisper youth, health, and clarity for years to come. If you wake up feeling tired even though you slept, your motivation feels low, you're exercising, eating okay, but the energy, the drive, strength, it's not what it used to be. For men and women over 45, this can often be linked to hormonal shifts, especially a dip in testosterone. Now, this isn't about bodybuilders or aggressive treatments. It's about vitality, mood, strength, libido. And that's where cloves offer something exciting. Some early studies suggest that compounds in cloves may support testosterone levels naturally by improving hormone regulation and testicular health in men. And for women, while testosterone isn't as dominant, it still plays a key role in muscle strength, and energy in cloves may assist with hormonal balance overall. Picture this. You add 2 cloves to your diet daily, maybe in tea, maybe in stews, maybe even in smoothies. You begin to notice subtle changes. Energy starts to rise. Motivation returns. That sense of you comes back a little bit stronger. Of course, this isn't hormone replacement therapy. It's not a shortcut. If you have serious symptoms of low testosterone, consult your doctor and get your levels checked. But as a natural, daily spice, cloves offer quiet support for your body's natural rhythm. So if you're looking to feel more like yourself again, to show up in life with more strength, more presence, more power, cloves might be one of the smallest steps with the biggest impact. 2 a day. That's it. No hype, just hope. Grounded in tradition and guided by science. Remember, cloves aren't a miracle cure. They're a spice, a tool, a daily act of self-care. Always check with your healthcare provider, especially if you're on medications. But for many, 2 cloves a day can be a simple way to invest in their well-being. So will you try it? If this inspired you, hit that like button. Share it with someone over 45 who needs this, and comment below. How do you enjoy cloves? Let's build a healthier, wiser, tastier future together.